Hello, hello. Good morning, afternoon, evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. How is it going today on this fine Tuesday in it? Howdy, fellas. Hopefully y'all are doing well, hanging in there. I think I solved all the issues that were plaguing my stream yesterday. It was an out-of-date driver. It was an out-of-date driver, and I deleted every single one of my USB drivers and reinstalled them. And I've not had issues since. So, I think I fixed it. It was a multiple driver issue. Multi-driver issue, but it is taken care of now. Hopefully, so we won't run into those problems again. So, are you ready, fellas? I don't really want to dawdle. Just because we are in what is arguably the longest stretch of today. So, you know. I'm here and have brought my 100-page thesis on why Himiko is the strongest. You're gonna need that because you gotta convince me that she's stronger than a lot of the competition. And believe me, there is a lot of competition. So, let's get into it, fellas. Hi. Okay. Can I? Oh, I see. Let me. Can I? Where? Huh? Oh, Bubba. God, OBS is so fucking finicky. You know what? Whatever. We'll deal with it like this. Let me... No. I love Binding of Isaac. We're not doing Binding of Isaac. We need simple, droning background noise. Alright, so let's start off the stream by saying, hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. Glad to have you back. Today we are going to be going through and finishing out our series on who the strongest FGO servant is in their class. The problem is how we're going to be doing it in this is that it's every extra class. Obviously, there's some issues with that because it's going to be a lot of bullshit all at once. We'll have to get into that, but, you know, we'll get there. First of all, though, I would like to shout out the Holiday Fox Fund that I'm running for the Arctic Fox Daily Wildlife Rescue. If you'd like to throw any amount of cash, big or small, towards it, all the proceeds go towards helping to rehouse, rehome, and rehabilitate foxes who were hurt in the fur trade, thrown away because people don't see animals as living beings, so they treat them as objects. People like to adopt pets and then get rid of them because they realize, oh shit, that's a nocturnal animal, that's a pain in the ass, and I really don't want to deal with that. And they're like, well, this isn't a real thing, and then they get rid of them. It's a living thing. I love foxes, so help support your local Tammy, Koyan, or Tamamo near you by, you know, shooting a couple bucks if you can. Then they go on towards a nice thing, and you will get prizes in the form of me doing weird shit on stream if you donate. So, with that out of the way, let's get into this. I don't know how many extra class servants there are. I know that there's a fuck ton. So, yeah. Hope you're ready. Oh shit. I just realized something.
Donate and help save the unfortunate Tammys out there.
Agreed. Hopefully she wasn't... Did she have double audio there? Whatever. Let us begin, fellas.
Test.
She's a little bit loud. Let me turn her down a tad. Alright, let's go. I'm pretty sure this goes to Jean. Typhoon is strong, but Jean has... that Archangel shit is crazy. Yeah, the Metatron buff is kind of nutty. I think this goes to Jean. Yeah, I think the angel stuff makes this lean towards Jean. Typhoon is cool. If this was actual Typhoon and not fruit, then maybe. But I lean more towards Jean. Abby versus Phantasmoon. How do we rank fucking Phantasmoon? Oh, God. She's a gag character, but she's still Arc. It's Arc with magical girl powers. Which is shockingly incredibly strong.
Isn't Typhoon anti-Zeus?
She can be anti-Zeus, but Metatron is not.
To acknowledge Metatron als real naam. Not phony.
Not phony. She does have part Neko arc, which is true. Gag characters are Toon Force by default. She has Toon Force, but even outside of Toon Force shit, she has Magical Girl bullshit, which is... yeah. Wow. Alright. So the... obviously it's Hakunon. Obviously it's female Hakuno, right? Which is the most useful out of every class? Rider. Rider or caster? I say that you're more likely to win with a caster. Pokemon-ass question. Yeah, tie. BB Dubai or Tenochi Moon Cancer? Well, I mean, in the event, BB Dubai is the superior one, so I'm going to lean on that. Mock-in, I think we're the resub for 30 months. Welcome back, glad to have you back.
Damn. Already 30 months of Goatman content.
Glad to have you here for 30 months. I think this goes to Space Airish Keegal. The problem with Seal is that... or sorry, CL. Is that CL can't die, right? Isn't she like... she just regenerates if you kill her. But she can put you in the moon. In a metaphorical and literal sense. Yeah, it is fighting a galaxy. Alco. Cagliostro, I don't even know what you do. I know that you're not beating Alco. I don't give a fuck what you do. You're not beating Alco. Alco might be number one on this list. We might need to find out. Alco is Alco's got a lot going on. Ooh. Which way, Western man? Slim, petite, evil Japanese woman, or busty, MILF-like French woman? The choice is yours. Rida agenda? Anything but the French, please. We don't respect the French. Speak for yourself. I have a lot of respect for the French. I just think their language is stupid.
Satan, get all them French supporters.
So, the unfortunate thing is that I don't know how strong Marie is. I do know how strong Ushi Gozen is. And Ushi
What can
Gozen...
a French lady even do?
That's the thing, is I don't know. I am unfortunately ignorant on what she can do. But I do know that Ushi Gozen can level a city with her Noble Phantasm. And her Noble Phantasm is active. Alco can't beat Archetype Earth. I don't know if that's true. There is, okay, there is, we're gonna need to get into that if it comes to that. There is a statistic out there where Arc has the advantage, but Arc is afraid of Alco. I think it's a 30% chance for Alco to win and a 70% chance for Arc to win. Is what I believe the official statistic. It's somewhere in that ballpark. It definitely favors Arcruid, but Alco is one of the people in Tsukihime that Arc is like, yeah, she might be able to do it if she like did some bullshit, because Alco has that bullshit. So if that one comes up, I think Arc takes that, but you know, it's we'll have to see. All right, I'm just gonna say Ushi Gozen, because I unfortunately don't know what the scope of Marie is. God, Wanjina is so weird. Wanjina is so weird to rate. People are gonna call me crazy, but Wanjina's gonna go like really far. I think Wanjina beats. I genuinely think that Wanjina beats Summer Bob, even with even with the likes of the entire point of Archetype Earth is that she is the strongest on planet Earth. Thing is, Arcruid loses against Alco, but Archetype wins. They are basically two people inside one body. Is it like that thing where Nasu was gonna write how Gilgamesh can never die, but Herc can never lose? Kind of deal that they were originally gonna write, but they found it too complicated because it didn't make any sense. Because that's what Herc's Noble Phantasm was originally going to be, instead of fucking he just keeps resurrecting and say he literally cannot die. I don't know. Bullshit. Anyway, Wanjina. Once Wanjina has a more challenging target, I mean, she has to fight Cern, or Kern rather. Wanjina is like peak mystery. Peak mystery. Billions of years old space deity came to Earth and is a target of respect from somebody like Ozymandias, who doesn't respect anybody. Don't get me wrong. Judge Holden from God, what was that fucking Stephen King book called? You're right. I hate Arc for that. I hate Arc for somebody. It came flooding back to me when it was brought up that Arcruid has like the +1, which is to say that she can't. Blood Meridian, thank you. Which is to say that she can't lose ever because she always has +1 on everybody. Which is, if you write a character like that, you're a shit writer. You are a shitty writer if that is how your character scaling works. My character can't lose because they have the ability to always win. Like, okay, well, rather than like explain why they're good, you just gave them a cop-out. How about you suck my cock? Anyway. I think it goes to Chloe, right? This is technically a kaiju fight. Two giant ladies fighting each other. Kindergarten power. Yeah, for real. And Kido has the same thing? Not quite, no. Yeah, I hate that kind of power scaling
Close
personally.
enough.
It's
Welcome
very
back,
lazy.
Austria.
It's very lazy to have it written like that. She does have Fae bullshit, but she has magical girl bullshit and also giant bullshit. Well, so does she. Both of their giantism is tied to their fucking noble phantasm. Oh wait, no it isn't. You don't turn into a giant with a noble phantasm. I'm gonna go knock. Tiamat, I'm pretty sure. If you got a Pope emote, now is the time to post it. Post the Pope. Pope posting. We Pope posting right now. Because she about to get her ass beat. Mom, yeah, no, this is a pretty handy, or handled Tiamat win. This is a canon event. Neidtor Ultra won. The Bro 6, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Yeah, rematch of the century. It's still going Neidtor Walter with her underworld bullshit. EO? Huh. So I have a short coming out soon about Little Liz, and it's talking about how Little Liz has a secondary noble phantasm. Oh, we didn't even specify what the setting is for the people who are curious. Setting is I kidnap all these Chaldean servants. These are all the Chaldea servants. I kidnap them. I teleport them into the goat dimension. They get no fame bonuses. There's a normal day-night cycle, and it's an urban area with parks. It's a perfect circle. Think of it like a it's like Summoner's Rift, but I made it. And there's Denny's. That kind of deal. Oh, there's more than one Waffle House. It's the Americana diners everywhere, as far as the eye can see. Not the LOL map. Are there any goats? Actually, it'd be more comparable to the Deadlock map of New York, because it's an urban area. Are there any goats? The goats are like... Collision upscale? Yes. The goats are like... if you walk towards them, they phase out of existence. So the thing with Little Liz is that Little Liz has a noble phantasm that lets her summon 108 servants.
Isn't EO just as depressed as Hu Yanzhou?
EO isn't depressed so much as she has very little self-confidence. But EO's also got that primitive shit going on. She's got the mystery to back her ass up. And she's got fortune-telling abilities. Little Liz can summon 108 servants, but she has to be in Castle Segist to do it. I'm probably saying that wrong, but y'all are going to have to put up with it. I still think it goes to EO, though. Lady Avalon, I'm like... pretty sure? The problem is that Eris can kill servants. This is a very interesting servant to try and kill, you know what I mean? Hey, how's it going? This should be the longest one, yeah. Have I missed Oberon? Hasn't shown up once. I think Merlin bullshit trumps servant killer shit because she actually has to be able to kill the servants.
Yay!
Marshamara, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. Well, Nerd is gonna get fucking dry. This dude's getting zucked right off. Bye. Oh no. Oh no. Baz. Baz versus Tai Sui with his Among Us earrings. I don't have the GIF. I don't have the GIF anymore. Come on. Oh, wait, hold up. Let me really quick go here. Where is my... Beautiful. We just keep that GIF right there. No, it's appropriate for sometimes.
Fair.
So Taisui I'm not going to write off immediately, because Taisui is a god of misfortune and curses, and is fairly powerful. I guess that the issue arises from Baz having Mon and McLear as well as the Frogra. I think that she has enough divine
American
protections to be
parental love.
okay. Fucking goddamn it. How do we rate Ranmaru? How do we rank Ranmaru?
Fragrak.
Yeah, she's servant verse. I think. It's weird because I don't actually. Klidge is pretty good if Liz is anything to go by. Frog only works if he or she is hit with the most powerful attack. I mean, you got. That's the thing. Is Ty can try and weigh curses on Baz if he wants, but I feel like Baz can deal with them because of Divinity. Servant verse is not that strong with this one. Here's the thing. I don't know if... Let me check something. Is Ranmaru... Enema Elish Nullification. Yes, she is. But she's Homindai. How are you what? Okay. Yeah, Ranmaru is a weird one to rate. I think Koyan of Dark. I lean more towards Koyan of Dark. She is the... well, she's not the strongest. She's one of the strongest Ranmaru. Of her species of Ranmaru. Well, no, this Koyan is not technically an alien. She's not an alien until later. I think it goes to Koyan. Ranmaru's so weird, dude. Da Vinci or Kama? That's Kama. Karen or Mix? How do we rate Mysterious Idol X Alter? Screw the rules, Karen has money? Well, no, if we're saying screw the rules because she has money, no the fuck she doesn't. Broke ass bitch. Actually, this is arguably the singular worst matchup for Doman. Imagine being a guy whose entire deal is that he curses people against the person who wants to be cursed. Imagine trying to weigh down all of your curses on Van Gogh, and she's just like, alright. This is going to hurt. Close enough. Welcome back, Summer 5. Doesn't Kiara win this? Did Abby win? I thought Kiara won this. I guess here's the thing. Do we have a situation on our hands where it's me being exposed to horrors beyond my comprehension? I don't get it. Or does she get it? Yeah, extra classes... Look, there's a reason I started this an hour early, and we're probably still going to not finish till 11 o'clock. Didn't Kiara become a little girl to avoid alarming Abby? I think Kiara lost in the event. I don't quite remember. I'm going to say Abby. Yongui Fei versus Space Ishtar? No. Space Ishtar is going to go far. Ganesh versus Demon King Nobunaga. That's a god. She dies. Quetzalcoatl Samba versus King Protea. Now, King Protea could theoretically grow to an astronomical size if she's given enough time, because of how the rules work in this. I do believe that there is a limit. Is there a limit? I don't know if there is a limit. She can just keep going, doesn't she? She just goes on forever. I guess the limit would be until, like, she's unable to, like, move anymore. Would she have enough time, though? Ketz can fly, and Ketz is also a god who could find her. And Cuckoo did beat Protea, and even though she's in a different getup, I still think Ruler is a good class for Ketz. I feel like it's a pretty fitting class for somebody like Ketz. No, I feel like Ketz would realize... Ketz is smart enough to be like, that's a threat, we can't let that keep going. Yeah, well... Yeah, she had to be sealed, but... Let's say, theoretically, she starts off at her default height, like her smallest form, when she gets summoned, and she can continue to grow after that. Would Ketz be able to deal with her in that time? I mean, here's the benefit. Ketz would be able to see her and get to her relatively fast.
Welcome back, Babylonia. KP has Tiamat inside.
That's true. How fast does she grow? That's the thing, is I'm not quite sure. I mean, if we go by FGO, she gets slightly taller every turn. But I don't really know necessarily what that looks like. I don't know what her growth rate is, I'll be honest with you. Ketz, I feel like, could still pick her up, though. Ketz picked up that big fucking axe in Babylon and threw that. And that was the weapon. That was just the weapon of a god, and she was able to throw that. I feel like that she could pick it up. I guess it is only really infinite in virtual space. That is true. D&D rules, every turn is 6 seconds. We ain't doing that shit. Is that axe heavier? That axe was enormous. The axe, I'm pretty sure, was bigger than Tiamat was. So, and that was when Tiamat was a giant. I guess the other thing is, like, King Protea doesn't have a noble phantasm. She's just big. That's her one thing. I feel like if she hits a certain height, she becomes unkillable, but until then, she can... Maybe. I think that, okay, my argument for why I think Ketz can win this is that Ketz is smart enough and fast enough to get to her before she becomes insurmountably large. Other servants I don't think could do that, but I think that Ketz could. Ketz, yeah, I'm gonna give it to Ketz. That might be a bit of a bunk one on my part, but I think Ketz can do that. Shitonai versus Bibi? Bibi. Sally versus Oki to Alter. Oki to Alter. Do the Mecha Lizzes have bonus damage against threat to humanity? I'm trying to remember. No. For some reason, I thought that they did. I think that means it goes to Abby then. I think that the horrors beyond comprehension might rip this robot into pieces. Close enough. Welcome back, CCC. Can... I think Kiara wins this, right? I think Kiara wins. The problem is Trash and Crush. Trash and Crush is so unbelievably broken as an ability. But... yeah, okay. Passion Lip's whole thing is that if she can see it, she can turn it into a cube. The problem is that Kiara is a lot of shit going on. I think canonically it goes to Kiara. Lobe over BB. Jalter. Martha, I'm pretty sure. This is a reminder. Martha's Noble Phantasm, or rather, Martha has a special Noble Phantasm that I keep on saying it's Noble Phantasm. It's not. It's just a thing that she can do. She knows the ancient Abrahamic martial art of Jacob's limbs, which is able to fight and beat archangels. Holmes is just a guy. Holmes does know Kung Fu. He knows Baritsu, which is a Kung Fu. And he is a master of deduction, so he would probably be able to discern how to beat Martha. Now, could he? I don't think so. How do we rate MASH? We were rating MASH as she is currently in the JP story. I think is the most fair way to do it, because a lot of these are like other servants in the JP. Yeah, I'm going to say, unless Paladin MASH shows up, which I don't imagine she will, I'm going to count this as Paladin MASH. And I think that Palamash, or even just Ortonox MASH, still beats fucking Jormal. Oh, I forgot you were in here. Oh, for fuck's sake, man. Why do we have so many characters that their whole deal is that they just win? Why is that what the extra class is? Why is that just what the extra class is made up of? Is characters that their whole thing is that I just win? It's Void Shiki. It's one of the strongest characters in the Nasuverse. Versus Baby Bird. Yeah, is it Void Shiki? This is Void Shiki, yes. Alright. God fucking damn it, man! Metatron versus the President. I think it goes to the President, doesn't it? I voted. I'm pretty sure this goes to the president. Maybe if it was true Metatron, that'd be one thing, but it's Metatron Gene, but I think... Yeah, it's literally a space god. Phantasmoon versus Dante. That's Phantasmoon. Abigail versus Dante.
Maybe this is why we have to go to the ordeal cause there's too many app servants for extra class.
That's literally why we're in the ordeal calls. Does Abby take this? Dante's NP opens the gate of hell. Yeah, and Abby's opens the gate to the other universe. Like, this is literally a cock measuring contest, except the cocks are gates and where they take you. Do you go to hell? Do you go to heaven? Or do you go to... Take your pick. I still find it hilarious that the scribe of God is an illiterate person. True. That's hell you're walking into. I think that Dante wins this one because of it being Santa Abbey. I would argue that this is not like a peak Abbey. I think a different... How do you spell that? Good question. I think that maybe the other two could win, but I don't know if this one could. Even though I'm pretty sure she's a foreigner in this, isn't she? No, she's a pretender. I'm gonna go him. This is canon. So, Hakuno the servant in a one-on-one... I guess he does summon his other servants. He does have his servants at his disposal, which is cool. Yeah, Kazu is a threat, to say the least. Hakuno can just use Gil and Tamamo, beat through with head pats. We literally know how this match ends. How do Bible fanfic power scale? That's an excellent question. I think Kazu wins as her NP. That is not something that she has most of the time, like that final form NP. Atomic Baby. I think that in a true 1v1, I think that in a true 1v1, outside of the moon cell, I lean more towards Baby. Fucking goddamn it, piece of shit.
Love for good atomic baby.
Isn't this from the event too? You know what? That's a good point. That probably does make this easier to decipher.
Close enough. Welcome back, OC3. Morning. How many servants Kazu are going to eat today?
One so far. Hakuno wins against her canonically. Okay, if we're, I guess since we have been doing, you have to give the win to Hakuno. I do suppose that canonically he does win. You're right. BB. It's... yeah, BB. Tenochi. Oh. Thank you for the $10 donation from Exedra. Thank you so much. Incredibly kind of you. Thank you for supporting your local Tamamos in your area. Incredibly kind. Once again, it is Exidro, the $10 donation. Thank you so much. The Goober has the gauntlet, but she doesn't know how to use it. It's literally all just OC3. I'm leaning Mysterious Heroine X. I'm leaning Sparish Kigo. I'm leaning CL. Alco. Can Cagliostro... What good is infinite power if you have no idea how to use it? I'm thinking that even without that infinite power, she could take Tennochi. Just saying, Talak's NP stopped Ort. That feat alone makes her stronger than 99% of other servants. I'm betting on the Apostle. Well, this isn't the Apostle one. This is the one that we summon in Chaldea. How do we know Zora's strange? They are a god. They're actually 2 gods. 3 gods, I think. Versus a guy who stole shit from Marie Antoinette and has a noble phantasm that drops your pixel rate. Yeah, I'm gonna go here. Which evil purple do you think wins this? I lean towards Dante. Cave Guy, that's a great name for him.
If somehow Space Ishtar is above damage XX and damage XX is above Celeste is actually dead, cause damage X was stronger than Ishtar and damage XX and
Okay.
are equals.
Let me correct you on that because you're not necessarily right. MHX was not stronger than Spishtar. MHX was able to cut Spishtar's core as a god. Which, it doesn't mean that she's stronger, and that took, remember, that took the united efforts of, like, a shit ton of people to get that done. That was not a one-on-one situation. I see where you're coming from, but I don't agree. There's more factors in that than you're mentioning. I'm gonna go Dante. I'm pretty sure this goes Wanjina. I'm like pretty sure this goes to Wanjina. Hey, how's it going? Yeah. Okay, this one's more interesting. Bob versus Bob versus Kenshin. Unfortunately, Kenshin Ruler is more of a manslayer. That's true. She does still have the power of a god. Then again, so does Bob. Who has the stronger stand? Keranos or Bishamatan? I kind of want to say it goes to Kenshin, just because Kenshin is actually a real fighter and not a spoiled rich kid. I think that she relies a lot on CERN to get the win. I also feel like CERN... I feel like Kenshin could survive a CERN attack. at least once, and he can't keep doing that. I'm gonna go Kenshin. Melusine. Draco or Mama? Doesn't Draco win this? Yeah, welcome back, FG
Close
Arcade.
enough. Welcome back, Arcade.
Is this bracket even random? It's supposed to be. I'm not the one who made this, so I couldn't tell you. It should be random. Didn't Draco need our help? Well, Draco needed our help because she was dying at the time. I'm looking at this from a pure one-on-one, as they are as Chaldean servants. And with that in mind, I think it goes Draco. Welcome back, Lost Belt 7. I'm Cuckoo. 100% Cuckoo. Nidocris Alter's got some shit going on as an underworld god. Space Fungus, I think, is going to take the win here. Alright. She can see the future. But, God, Kirei has so much bullshit going on. He's got so much bullshit going on. Yeah, I think that goes to Kirei. Alright, welcome back, Summer. It might be by servant ID. That's a really good observation. Because, I mean, that's why we're here, right? Scadoodle versus Merlin. Which is more powerful? Rune magic or Avalon magic? That's kind of what this boils down to. I think canonically Avalon magic takes it, but rune magic is not to be trifled with. I think Avalon magic has more punch, but yeah, they're absolutely both bullshit. 100% both are bullshit. Arthurian agenda, let's go Avalon. Lady Avalon and B666 and Proto Merlin are all the same thing. Yeah. Bye. Bye. I think the nerd wins. I think Wakamori wins this. I'm like pretty sure Wakamori wins this. Yeah. Interesting. I think this again goes to Baz. Why does Baz keep fighting children? Because Bunyan would use her Noble Phantasm to hit, and that shit would be like super strong and get reflected back at her and murder her. She does not these kids.
Best canonical event. Pretty simple, children are bad civilization.
I mean, I suppose. Speaking of, baby fight. I I don't know if Taisui wins. It's kind of difficult because... Okay. The thing with this Bunyan is that this Bunyan, to my understanding, cannot grow at will. She has to grow... She's not like her younger self who can do whatever she wants. She has to grow in response to her social media score, which is... I hate the fact that I just said that.
Attacking Taisui is negative PR score.
That's true. Yeah, tie. This
So
goes to
by that
Gorgon.
logic then, Bunyan needs prep time. Would I give Bunyan that time?
You know what? Yes. Tai is such a non-combatant and such a friendly little bastard that he would be like, yeah, sure, let's take some pictures. Look at my con. Yeah, Ranmaru. Ooh, it's a horny off. It goes to Kama for I'm pretty sure.
Wasn't Liz able to beat her, so Kama probably can too.
Against Da Vinci, this Da Vinci, I think goes here. Why is this what I do? Why did I want to revisit this series? Why am I doing this to myself? How do I explain that the bitch with a guitar beats the thing that eats England? How do I make that that explanation? Class advantage?
How dare you call it a bitch, you bitch?
I know.
For content, goat man now do the content.
I don't wanna dig any more holes, Grandpa. Hollow Live versus Niji Sanji. That's crazy. Yeah. This is MIXA. Oberon might win since he can play against her idle nonsense. Maybe.
Yay. Well, that's too damn
Evelyn
bad.
Tuffo, one thing to follow. Welcome. Hope you enjoy your stay. I think that it has to go due to servant verse bullshit.
Dad,
it has to go to
that's too
fucking
damn bad.
MHX Alter. I think that he beats whoever is next, though. Yeah, he kills Karen. Again, Curse Lady versus Insane Person. She's a giant walking curse. Could she kill Van Gogh? Van Gogh is not a Genji. What we see in his NP animation isn't accurate to lore.
Jokes on you guys into that.
Yeah.
Barrel sick last.
Yep. Okay, this one is more interesting. Is Doman a Genji? Is Doman Genji? I don't believe so. No, he's not. Okay. Doman made this Kage Kyo. I don't know if he made her. Kage Kyo don't die. But Doman also doesn't die. I don't think that curses would be that effective against her. I think yeah, he summoned her, or a version of her. But the one that we summon in FGO is a different version. He is hard to kill, but so is she. This is a fight that goes on for a very long time, but I think that in terms of just simple combat ability, I think Kage Kyo takes this. Is it fucked up? I think that Himiko can deal with the old gods. Even, like, agenda stuff aside for the Himiko agenda, is it fucked up? I think that she can, like, find a solution. Again, we talked about this before. It's the fucking... Is this Super Himiko? No, this is just normal Himiko. Yeah, literally the...
Isn't the main villain in Yamato Koko a dark god?
Yes! Old god disrespect from the king in yellow. Damn, they're really showing up. We got old gods in the chat right now.
This is basically the Sia and Hasumi banner in Blue Archive International right now.
I wouldn't know what that is because I don't play that pedophile game. I'm going to say that it is Abby.
Yay!
King in yellow, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Yeah, I think Abby's too strong.
The King in Yellow does not exist, collision.
What do you mean? We did the whole performance. What are you talking about? Kiara. Is it fucked up? I think that Himiko wins because she would just eat the Shen. She would think it's food. Yes, Kiara ate a mermaid. Yeah, no, the Shen is literally a clam. It's a clam dragon, but a clam all the same. She also has class advantage. I'm not factoring in class advantage. Is this a euphemism or something? Well, you know what? Sure. I don't think that she has a way to deal with it, unfortunately. I think that Himiko's strong. I don't think that she's beating Kiara. Can Can Voyager fight a galaxy? No.
No. Stop laughing at my boy. He did his job exploring the galaxy.
I love Voyager. I love Voyager, but he's not. There's no way. If you're looking at dojins that have Voyager in them, I'm gonna call the cops on
At
your
this
ass.
moment, Voyager is leading the assault against the ORT cloud.
I feel like not even certain artists who draw Shota shit touch Voyager, because they're like, even he's too baby. Even he is too baby. Are you sure about that? No, don't look for it. I would hope so. Yongui Fei. I think Yongui Fei. Yeah. She is a god. This Artoria has...
Voyager is strong enough to resist the call of the dark gods.
Artoria disambiguation. Looking for divinity. No. No divinity. Really? Hold up. It'd be passives, right? No divinity on Bunny. Yeah. Rongo Bongo kind of crazy. This is a MILF fight. See, now this is a Dojin I'd like to see. Yeah, she's not divine apparently, which it surprises me. But gun? Yeah. Bunny. Ooh! Oiled up. Raw. I think the superior fighter is Cuckoo. Pay-per-view, baby. Welcome back, WrestleMania. This does happen in the Samba event, I'm pretty sure. And I'm pretty sure Ketz wins. But I think that Ketz also just wins because higher level deity.
However,
I think that Ketz is stronger. Ketz is physically stronger. Astraya may... I think Astraya is... No, I don't... Maybe she's not. Never mind. In power or wrestling style? I think both. I think... Well, maybe that's not true. In raw power, Ketz wins. Is Ketz evil? No. Ketz is 100%... Maybe she's chaotic good, but she's definitely, like, not evil. I'll double check for that. I'm pretty sure she's, like... I want to say she is chaotic good, but I could be wrong about that. Lawful good even, yeah. Yeah, Ketz is a chief god. Well, one of the chief gods. A lot of chief gods in Aztec mythology. I think that in terms of, like, skill, it goes to Astraya because of Luvia being a prolific fighter. Hold on, let me see if I have a gift for that, too. I'm pretty sure I do. Shout out to Fuck. Shout out to Fuck, one of the best fighting games ever. That is Fate Unlimited codes for all of you who don't know. She can just do this. She can, if you don't know, she can chain this. She can hit you with this, suplex you, put you back into this, and do this over and over again. This is someone's doujin. This is an officially licensed Fate fighting game. It's also the very first time that Artoria Lily showed up. Can Astraea okay, is King Protea evil? Lawful good. I mean, she doesn't look. This is a creature that does not have an evil bone in her body. I do not think that Luvia could suplex KP. If KP was evil, maybe, but she isn't. Ooh. Fuck. Mr. Thought Begone himself or the Thought? How do we rank Mothman? Good lord. Yeah, she does got that Nyarlathotep shit going on, which is, yeah. Bye. I mean, there she is. Intergalactic office lady herself. Is Rengoku a saber? It is a Saber Face.
The Saber Face is stronger.
It is a Saber Face. Ooh, cannon. I believe Abby wins this. I'm pretty sure Abby wins this. I think that she has the superior outer god inside of her. She's got Azathoth, and if she goes fucking big berserker mode, she's gonna win that. But I'm not gonna count out Hoku. Like, who are you fighting next? Yeah, you fucking Mecha Ellie ain't killing that shit. Likewise. BB, I'm pretty sure. Doesn't BB just no-diff literally all of the Sakura 5?
I thought Cthulhu is the strongest Lovecraftian deity.
No. You're right, Yog-Sothoth, not Azathoth. You're right, thank you. You are correct, you are correct. Yog-Sothoth is still fucking strong. He's the gate, but also the key. But also the lock. Yeah, Yog's up there. The thing with Cthulhu is that Cthulhu is a priest to Azathoth, if I'm remembering. Like, he's a working man. He's a man of the cloth. There's a reason why he hangs out on Earth, and there's a reason why when they rammed a fucking boat into his head, it immobilized him for a while. Cthulhu gets the fucking fame because Cthulhu is one of those unspeakable, indescribable horrors that they did a really good job of describing and making speakable. Got a pretty distinct design, which is why he's like the poster boy. BB. Melt. Jolter versus Gorgon. Could Jolter survive Mystic Eye? Can Jolter get through Mystic Eye? I don't think so. What level is Gorgon's Mystic Eye? I'm curious.
Jolter can barely survive Noble. How can she penetrate
A++,
that?
that's pretty good. Yeah. Dante versus Martha. Y'all are saying, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people say Dante, but I don't think it's Dante. I think this goes to Martha. That Jacob's limb is no joke, dude. That shit's kind of gnarly. Martha has no way of putting him down permanently. Okay, let me fill you in on that, because I did neglect to say that near the start. If there's a situation where a servant is incapacitated to the point where they are unable to continue fighting for a prolonged period of time, then the one who incapacitated them wins. It's like saying that Yume Ren just wins always because she literally cannot die. She just can't do it.
Look at Martha's divine intervention via the fist and the dragon.
Dante's whole concept is being too fast to be pinned down. I have one thing to say to you. Oops. Like, I'm going to show you exactly what's going to happen in that situation. He's going to go fly by with his big-ass cape. Get back here. I think Jacob's limbs is a style only no diffs non-humans. That's the effect of it in game. I thought you disliked superheroes.
I thought you disliked superheroes, Klij.
I do. They're boring. That doesn't mean I can't appreciate the comedy of a GIF like this. That doesn't negate what we're discussing. I am of the opinion that Martha could probably win. So the way how her skill translates in game is that Jacob's limb gives her advantage against divine, demonic, and undead. The way how it operates in terms of lore is that it's just a martial art that was passed down that she learned. And a martial art doesn't necessarily have... I mean, it can have things that are stronger against other types of beings and whatnot, but... yeah. Servant and Jacob win. That would be hype. He's neither. Again, it doesn't matter that he's none of those things. The point is that that's just how it works in game. You don't lose the effectiveness of your martial art because this isn't what fits into like the thing that the game arbitrarily picked that she would be strong against. This is basically punching the air. Emperor Mothman showed up one time and got jobbed. I'm giving it to Martha. People can fight about it. He's gonna kill fucking Holmes, though. Mash. With prep time. Welcome back, Apocrypha.
We saw this.
We did. Mind you, the last time that we saw this, he had like 100 years of prep time or some bullshit. In Apocrypha, he had way more prep time. So I don't know if we can treat the canon fight like that because he had so much time to prep. I'm thinking of this more of like in a Chaldea one-on-one situation. Would Amakusa still be able to deal with Jormal? My money leans more towards fucking Jormal in that situation. Without prep time, I think his sacraments render her defenses useless. I don't... Joan led an army? Well, so did Amakusa. Mind you, a less large army, but an army nonetheless. Thinking Jean wins his cope? I don't think that's true. I'm going Jean. For fuck's sake, man. I mean... Thought we said blank arena and no prep. We didn't say no prep. So the prep time is however much prep time it takes for them to find each other. So this was most prevalent when we did like the casters, for instance. So if it's a caster who's much more proactive in hunting down other casters, they tended to have an advantage. But if it's two casters who need a lot of prep time, odds are is that they would both have more prep time, and then you get to see who has, who at max power is the more powerful between them. I was trying to think of a good example, but like somebody like Avisbron, for instance, the more... Yes, it is. The more prep time that Avisbron has, the stronger of a unit he is. It's all about, like, can this person hunt them down? So, like, with even earlier, with, like, the King Protea thing, Ketz wins that fight because Ketz will see her, recognize that giving her any prep time's a bad idea, run her down and murder her. But if it's somebody else who's much slower, then, you know, KP gets more prep time from that because they didn't act fast enough. Yeah, this is a Shiki. God damn it. Yeah, that's it. That's it. Bye. 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 Phantasmoon. We just watched that bird get murdered. Olga outranges Shiki. No way Shiki gets to Olga. Bro does not know. Shiki is... Olga literally nullifies instant death? Okay. I'm going to... It's not Void Shiki. I'm pretty sure that's Void Shiki. Can Shiki teleport? Kind of. Yeah, okay. That specific ascension is not Void. Void's the third ascension. It's technically both. It's Summer Void Shiki. Third ascension is Void Shiki, yes. I hate this fucking game. For the purposes of this list, I'm treating it as Void Shiki. Because I feel like it's more interesting to talk about the powerful one than the less powerful one. And if I don't talk about it like that, then people in my comment section are going to be like, this is fucking stupid. Why'd you not treat it like the one that's the strong one? Why'd you pick the weaker one? It's like, I'm sorry. Void Shiki's a cop-out answer. Take it up with Nasu then. I didn't write her. That wasn't my choice. But to answer the question as to even though Olga nullifies instant death, the way how Void Shiki operates, and how even just normal Shiki for that matter, the way how the way how Mystic Eyes of Death Perception operates is that if they can land the hit, they can kill things that cannot die. It doesn't matter if you have. It doesn't matter if you have the ability to avoid instant death. You theoretically could kill them. Because that's just how fucking Nasu decided to write that bullshit. Again, not my decision. It's just the way how it is. Is anyone besides Foreigner immune to the Starry Night? I don't believe so.
Look, if we're assuming Mesh is both Tosis, then we have to assume that all servants are at their strongest, so if Void Shiki is a son, then she has access to it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So Hakuno fucking dies here, right? It's like 20 years we barely have any feats to avoid. Again, take it up with Nasu. I wish I had answers for you. I'm working off of the information that I have. Can Hakuno go to hell? These are the questions I'm asked. Could Hakuno survive 5 Nights at Freddy's? Does Child eat him? Does Child have a concept of hell? Child versus hell. Void Sheik is being treated like that one cringe anime MC with the same ability. Don't worry, it's because she is. So is Arc, for that matter. So what does Kazura do anyway? Kazura eats people. Kazura's whole deal is that she is... Well, this very specific Kazura also has the influence of Murion. Well, actually, the normal one does anyway. Power Scalar Brain Rot. Look. It's... Oh, God. Kazura is able to trap people into what is functionally a pocket dimension, where they are small and powerless, and she is large and powerful.
The bugs are back.
The bugs are back. Is she the personification of the meme Vorju Uwu? I mean, kind of. Franklin 16. I'm just gonna say it's her and move on. Franklin 16, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Okay. I've seen this one before. I believe for the... I haven't played... I believe initially BB wins, but then Arish wins later on in the story. Because Arish is on the same power level, at least, as Space Ishtar. Which is galactic. I'm gonna go here. Fuck. I hate this. I hate what I'm doing right now. I hate I'm at 26% and it's been an hour and a half. CL can't necessarily die. Hello, CL and Neko Arc Derogatory. Original Kazura would be much weaker because she could only work on the Sakura series AI, so BB and her daughters. I don't know much about OC3 Chaldea. So the OC3 Chaldea leans much more heavily into the Murion thing, from what I'm aware. She was able, for just something that she could do, she was able to, at one point, trap us, Oberon, and Robin, I think, shrink us down and trap us on a table and force us to play a board game. And somebody like Oberon, who has Merlin-esque magic, couldn't get us out of that. It was Gordolf and Kadok, yes, thank you. You're right. Why did I think Robin was there? Yes, it was Gordolf and Kadok. Oberon's the most important one out of those because, you know, he's fucking cracked. I think technically BB wins this because of bullshit. This is a hell of my own making. Get back to the tier list. Yeah, I'm gonna say BB. I weirdly think CL can beat MHX Alter. Could she? Yeah, she is. Yeah.
Who's goofier?
Who's goofier? CL.
Glasses are very versatile.
Indeed. Jufu dies. Alco. Yeah, pretty sure this is Alco. Yeah, yes. Dantes. Lesbians. There's 3 on the screen. What do you mean? Who are these children again? So these two, as they are right now, are not powerful. Not as powerful as they could be. Azumi no Isora is a water god in, like, ancient Japanese belief. And they turn into Sirius, which is a star servant. We on some mass bullshit when servant first stuff ain't the top cut buff. Right? I think that this goes... How is Raiko a lesbian? Play Samurai Remnant, you'll understand. It's very specifically Ushi Gozen. Hibiki is model of the macrocosm made by Kalbach Alcatraz. Don't underestimate her. Does this version know that? I ain't playing that. How is she gay? You should play that. Samurai Remnant is genuinely amazing. But she's obsessed with Yui. Yui Shosetsu. Fucking loves Yui Shosetsu. Yes, she does. She does know it. She knows him as Grandpa? Okay. I'm going to defer to the chat on this and believe you guys and say this. I don't know if Kag wins here. Are we not using the strongest? We are always using the strongest Ascension. Always. I think Ushi wins this. Welcome back, OC2. Ushi Gozen was not in OC2. Here's the thing. I guess Ushi Gozen does have a lot of trauma. Ushi Gozen has a lot of. She has a lot of trauma. She has a lot of trauma. I like Samurai Remnant. I just wish every Fate game didn't have the Hyrule Warrior gameplay. No, that's fair. I liked it personally, but I've also, you know, I space out between when I've played those like that and Extra. Oh yeah, no, we're locked the fuck in. Sure. Alright. Who is the older, more fucked up, like, powerful version? I still lean Wanjina. Like, I know there's an argument for Melusine. I still lean Wanjina. Maybe if this was Lancer Melu. Maybe if this was Lancer Melusine, I would see it as a more fair fight, but Wanjina is fucking crazy.
Isn't everyone in that event technically weaker than Wanjina?
Correct. Yeah. Kenshin.
Pushing the wand gender.
I'm gonna Wanjenda. Yeah, I am gonna push the Wanjenda forever because she's underestimated. I don't think I've seen a single time, aside from the one interlude, where Ozzy has been like, I have some respect for this person, and that was only to Arash. But we saw like Ozzy stop and be like, hold up. I probably shouldn't talk down to this one. I don't think I've seen that before. I don't think I've ever seen him do that. That was like one of those times I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, this is a Melu win. She has Fae bullshit, but she has War God bullshit. I'm gonna go Kenshin. Welcome back, Ordeal, or Jesus Christ, Lost Belt 6. Can Kenshin beat the entire Shinsengumi, and does that matter here? Not really. I mean, kind of, but not really.
I've never seen Tez cautious to someone in a degree he is storied as Wanjina.
Tez? You mean Ozzy? Was Tez cautious towards Wanjina? I don't remember that. Yeah, I think Sith takes this. Okay, Satan versus Cuckoo. Feet Princess wins. Why is your message glowing like that? That's crazy. Cuckoo breaks her in half. Cuckoo's too busted. Cuckoo could beat Satan. Again, assuming that this is max power Satan. yes, Great Beast 666, not actually Satan. It's just easier to say Satan. Cuckoo knocked down Olga. That is true. Yeah, I'll go Cuckoo. Well, that's the thing, is it's not biblical Satan, it's the Great Beast 666. If it was actually Satan, like real deal Satan, that'd be a whole different thing, but yeah. I call her Satan just because it's easy. Close enough. I think Draco takes this. Yeah, I love Nido Chris. I think Draco takes this. I think Tiamat takes this as well. I don't think that this Nido Chris could introduce death in the same fashion that Gramps did. That's a mama win. Oh dear heavens. Oh dear heavens. Does Johanna float on her chair? Only during her NP, then she loses. Yeah, I think Johanna has some merit. The problem with the extra class is all of them are broken. Like I don't think there's anyone really in the extra class who's absolutely busted. Yo, what's up? How's it going? I think Merlin magic, Avalon magic, too crazy.
Merlin will try to seduce him and fail.
I think that she would just be like, no, and murder him. You're a Kobe cross-dresser. Ruin magic too strong. I don't give a fuck.
I don't think a bazooka can get him out of this.
I don't think so. The problem is that we have 6 servants on the argument of, yeah, it can fistfight a living galaxy. You're so right. Okay, this one's more interesting. Eris has gotten kind of jobbed up until this point because of...
Kiara is accustomed to beating children.
That is true. She's been getting kind of jobbed because she's been up against some pretty insane people. They would eat spicy food together, yes. Which one eats the stronger tofu? I think that goes to Eris. Unironically, I think that goes to Eris. Because we see... Kiara been showing kids the door since day one. That is true. We see Kotomine struggle with his Mappo tofu. Eris just downs that shit and is like, this could be hotter. I think that the problem is that Eris has the weapons to deal with him. Has Jalter won a fight yet? No. Jalter's shown up twice, and I think it was like against Alco and against Gorgon.
Eric is Karen.
Eris's blood is toxic to servants. She's got that that underworld goddess nonsense going on. I'm gonna just say Eris and go. Kiara has the better battle IQ. Yeah, he does also have guns, and she is kind of just like a person. Fuck it, tie. How does this work? How does this work, chat? Okay, so first of all, I'm not saying that Arc loses this. Arc absolutely wins this, right? I'm more curious, how does this work? Arc is the winner. I just want to know how this works with Frogra. Frogra has a limit. I think normally it has a limit if this wasn't being held by Manon McLear, the person who originally owned it. Sorry, the god who originally owned it. I think if this is normal Bazit, maybe. This being Manon McLear,
You might have the power of Izanami put I have this Glock 19 I found.
Okay, so just humor me for a sec. Just humor me for a sec.
Fragiak, Arc regenerates. Arc kills her.
Just humor me for a sec. Yes, you're right. I don't think that Arc needs to use her most powerful attack to kill Baz. Again, I know Arc wins this. But if she did, what happens? Let's just assume that she does. Does it get deflected? And if that's the case, surely Arc is strong enough to kill herself, right? I just think Nasu would write Arc being affected by it. Regens, not probably. It pierces her heart and she regenerates. You can't counter Marble Phantasm. I don't know, 31%. Click some buttons, man. You know what? You're so right. We're going to be here for a long time. Baz. Trust me. I started this an hour early for a reason. We're almost 2 hours in, and we're only a third of the way through. I'm going to start speeding shit up, because we're going to be here for a long time. I'm just going to go off of my own shit and stop explaining for a lot. Moriarty has the fates, that is true, but the fates don't mean shit to somebody who can literally curse you to death. Going Taisui. I think that he wins against you. I don't think you have a way to beat her. Kama? I think Kama? Kama. Koyan. Unfortunately, Ranmaru. Jacques. Da Vinci versus Hephaestion. I think Hephaestion.
Why is Ranmaru winning? Unfortunate.
Because I don't want to explain why she's winning. How do we even power scale it? Ranmaru? I asked that exact question. Can MHX... Sorry, Mysterious Idol X Alter beat Van Gogh? I don't think she can. I don't think that she can. Well, she is a foreigner. She is a foreigner. Does she have existence outside of the domain? Does she? Yes, she does. So she should be able to see through some of her bullshit. But... all foreigners have existence outside the domain. I know. most do, but it's one of those things where, like, with some of the ones, when they make it a new servant like that, sometimes they just don't give them the passive. Or sometimes they'll give it to someone who's not related. I'm pretty sure there is a character that has existence outside the domain, and they're not a foreigner. Yeah, Cuckoo, yeah, does Cuckoo not? Yeah, there you go. They make exceptions to the rules. I hate the servant verse. 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 Why did they do this? Yeah. Oberon. Kagekyo.
Because Fune now.
Karen or Doman? I think Doman. I'm pretty sure Doman. Spishtar. Summer Abbey is strong, but I think Spishtar is stronger. How or Abby. Kiara or How. They did this because they hate you. Get clicking. Could How evaporate all the water to make it so that Kiara can't use her shit? What's an outer god to an evil of humanity? Pretty vicious. An outer god of the sun versus a water, like, bodhisattva? Why do I show up to Klidge crying? Servant verse. For the Kiara slander, I'm going to say How. It is Sathok, not Sathok, that's a different guy. How do you pronounce that one? I'm not bothering. Voyager versus Himiko. See, here's the thing. Voyager is technically another potential man because we don't know what he's fully capable of. We see him, like, vaporize a servant in fucking, like, Requiem, but, like...
No, don't bully the child.
We see him vaporize somebody in Requiem, but, like, I don't... It's not elaborated on enough for me to cast, like, a proper, like... To cast a proper judgment, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's what I mean. It's an anti-planet noble phantasm that we don't know how it operates. I don't think that Voyager is in last. I think that Voyager's a potential man that isn't elaborated on enough. This is in opposition to somebody like Shiki, who's also a potential man, but has explanations for how they operate. So I'm more willing to glaze Shiki over Voyager in terms of power scaling. For the time being, though, Himiko. Kets or Bunny? Can Kets suplex Rongo Bongo? In other weird-ass sentences that will activate somebody's sleeper cell. Yeah. The Voyager is a to-be-seen. As soon as they start rewriting Requiem, then I will come back with more confidence. Kets can suplex everything. I think it goes Bunny. That's a god. That goes to Nobu. Cats. Somebody remind me, does Ganesh remove obstacles or create obstacles? I'm gonna mute myself for a sec. Okay, I'm seeing both and remove. So then that raises the question: would somebody like Tiamat be viewed as an not Tiamat, as King Protea be viewed as an obstacle because of their immense size? Her trait is Obstacle Maker. I'm talking in terms of lore, not traits. As in the god Ganesh. What does the god Ganesh do? I don't think the people here are delusional. I think that they're quoting mythology, not the Fate Wiki. The Hindu god Ganesh is considered a remover of obstacles. Okay. If we're taking prep time into account, I'm pretty sure the NEAT will give Protea all the time she needs to grow big. Yeah, and I think that once she gets too big, it's too powerful, even as an obstacle remover. Maybe if this is straight up Ganesh, maybe. This is Genico. This is Genico. Canon. Canonically, MHXX wins this. Hello? Are we still live on... Are we still live? Hello? Alright, we're good. Hi, sorry. Wow. BB... BB hacked into my shit. Being like, you said what? Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what that was about. I thought it was my connection. I just got a thing saying, I saw Tammy show up, stare at me, and then my OBS died. Dude, the Drew thing of the resub for 19 months. Welcome back. Glad to have you back. This is a canon event.
BB killed it.
I mean, she did lose the MHX. Wow, talk about perfect timing for that. That's crazy. Alright. Next up. BB. I had somebody say I sound like an AI because I don't say Andromeda right. Is it Andromeda or Andromeda? I've heard both. I've heard it pronounced both ways. Andromeda. Andromeda. The former. Who cares? Say it wrong? Oh, I think Tammy's dead. Yeah, Tammy's dead. One sec. I'm gonna reset her. Manslayer versus the Ultimate Human. You never heard anyone say Andromeda? I've heard people say Andromeda. Greeks say Andromeda. I've heard people say Andromeda. I've heard both. I've legitimately heard both, so I don't know. Anyway, I need to get to clicking, as you guys say. Why is Tammy stuck there? Make her talk, she'll go away. Yeah, BB killed Tammy, that's canon. I think... this motherfucker did literally walk to Chaldea. Yeah, I think it goes here. Bye. Bye.
Nano May in Niners.
Thank you, Tammy. I'm pretty sure Abby takes this. I think Abby beats Kiara. Does Hoku beat Kiara? Is Kiara weak to tentacles? I don't believe so. I think Hoku is too... I think Oe is too susceptible to horny. What a sentence.
Hoku's biggest drawback is that Mr. Tentacle is the most prominent of the group.
Yeah... I think that... Yeah... That is true. You do raise a good point. She and her dad both did resist Cthulhu's corruption by fist fighting him. Which is really funny. I love that lore. But is she strong enough to beat Kiara, is the question. They're both perverts? Absolutely. They fist fight? Yeah. So, okay, if you don't know the lore, I really can't be doing this every time because, God, we're going to be here all night. The deep cut lore is that it's, the reason why Cthulhu does not have full control of them is because in the dream realm, he tried to corrupt Hokusai, and Hokusai, because he's a stubborn old bastard, was like, fuck off! And just started beating the shit out of him in the dream realm. And so he needed some help with that, and so he called upon Oe as well. Kiara can summon Demon God Pill. Yeah, she can do that. I think it goes to Kiara. I'm kind of glad it went to Kiara because I don't think that Oe can get around Trash and Crush. Isn't this just bullshit? This is as good of a time as any to remind people that all of this is merely done in good fun and for shits and gigs. If I make any comments that piss you off during this, or if I'm doing something and you think to yourself, that's not right, take a step back, take a deep breath, realize I'm a fucking idiot on the internet clicking buttons. There are greater things in life to be upset about. None of this matters. So with that said, tentacles. Now for a fucking real deal question. I believe canonically the answer is the one on the left. I'm pretty sure Mark 1 wins that. Well, Ritsuko is helping. Yes, that's true. Yeah, whatever. I'm pretty sure BB wins. BB, I feel, can get her... Yeah, the self-modification could deal with petrification, I'm pretty sure. You know what? I'm just gonna tie. Because the thing is that whoever can beat Mark 1 can probably beat Mark 2, and whoever Mark 1 can beat, Mark 2 can probably also beat. Yeah, I think here. Can you petrify a puddle of goo? Yes, that's called freezing it. That's a natural state of matter. You can petrify water. It's called freezing. I still think I think it goes to melt, if for no other reason than sheer speed. I feel melt could avoid, and if not, she could melt could probably detach the limbs that get petrified, assuming that she doesn't get petrified all at once. And yeah, with how big Gorgon is, melt, I'm pretty sure can beat that. Lobo, not a... Even though he's the invisible man, too, I don't think that Lobo can get around it. Cannon, Jalter won this. Mind you, Jalter won this with help, but I think Jalter can beat Lobo. Bye. Unmovable object versus the unstoppable force. This is Paladin Mash. Yeah. Alright, Saint fight. I think in a Saint fight, Martha wins. Pretty sure in a Saint fight, Martha wins this. Dantes or... Yeah, Dantes. Sherlock or her. Dantes or Shiro. Or not, what the fuck? Not Dantes. Amakusa or Sherlock. Isn't Amakusa canonically 17? Isn't that so fucking weird? Look at him. Sherlock is smart. Sherlock is smart, but Amakusa's more well-armed. That's 17. He died at 17. It's like how Anastasia is 17.
See you next time.
Look, I want a lot of characters to lose solely out of hate, but I'm putting that aside. Yeah. Oh, fucking kill me. Fucking kill me, man. Void Shiki versus Magical Girl Arcruid. Void Shiki wins against that Arcruid. Crazy bullshit versus crazy bullshit. I think it goes to Shiki because Shiki can kill the unkillable. That's her thing. The issue is can Shiki hit the unkillable? I'm just gonna say Shiki and fucking pass it. Phantasmoon versus the President of Earth. Can the moon beat the Earth? Do we annex the moon for the Earth's purposes?
The other Shiki kill dark you eat soul.
The moon haunts you. Earth is bigger. She's so overtuned in her abilities. Which one? Madam President probably wins this one. Yeah, I feel like once we hit like the powerhouses, shit gets crazy. I think that Phantasmoon beats Metatron. I think Metatron beats him. I think Typhoon probably beats Hakuno. You're right. 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 I fucking... this. I hate this. I hate that I'm doing this. Yeah, Typhoon's kind of cracked. Bye. Damn, easiest round yet. Crane got fucking murdered. Okay, well now we're on to some shit. True, yeah, fucking Alco or a galaxy? Can Alco kill a galaxy? And yes, I believe that the Olga that we summon is technically stronger than the one that is, 2 hours and 41%. Oh, trust me. I'm more aware than anybody else. I mean... Does time travel even work inside of a black hole? That is an excellent question. I'm not smart enough to answer you. Okay. It does, but only to get out of it. It should work. I just don't see Alco winning this fight feasibly. I think that okay, hear me out. I think that Alco can win this fight eventually. However, it's gonna take more than one try. You know what I mean? I think that Alco will eventually be able to pull out the win if she repeatedly is able to abuse her shit to deal with her. The problem with how we have this set up is that it's a once you lose one time, you lose. Right? So if Arish is able to dispatch her one time, that means that Arish wins. For the purposes of this list, because that's how we've done it for the last 7, of these. Yeah, more than one round is excessive, and I would say is cheating. Alco can't even beat the Outer God in her own event. So I think based on those rules... I think Space Arish wins. But... fucking good lord. I hate this list. You're murdered. Dantes. Divided by CL. Servant verse bullshit. Yeah. Tenochi versus Sirius. I think, yeah, that goes here. Does Tenochi have guilt? Or rather, does Tenochi have trauma? Oh, fuck it, dude. She had the whole Aztec civilization fall from under her. She's trauma incarnate. Ooh, you know what? This is a Power Rangers episode. I'd watch this. I'd watch this Power Rangers episode. I think it goes to Tenochi. Here. Okay. I'm telling you what, the black tea I'm drinking is not strong enough to get through this. I wish I had a bottle of whiskey.
Standing by. Henshin.
This is hell. This is hell. Just tie it. Fuck it. Cuckoo winning wins. Cuckoo fucking wins its Ort, remember? Yeah.
Best match, Hanshin.
I think this goes to Cuckoo, but whoever is next probably gets fucking destroyed. Yep. My money's on Melusine. Maybe? No, it's Draco. Tiamat. Primordial God versus Dragon Hand. Is Melu on the same level as Albion? No. Melu is a fragment of Albion, so she has the power, but she's not as strong as full-blown Albion. Dragon Hand sounds like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It probably is. Remember that one Yu-Gi-Oh card that it has the picture of the dragon regenerating its fucking leg, and they had to ban it because it let you draw fucking 7 cards? Anyway, it's Tiamat. I think this goes to Melu. God of Death versus God of War. Tale as old as time. I lean more towards Neidtor in this situation. Tenochi versus Kenshin. Does Kenshin float? I think Kenshin actually does float in one of her ascensions. I think she floats in like her Ascension 3. Yeah, Levitating Servant, Ascension 3. Versus Giant Robot? It is a giant city robot. And she is 3 Divinity, technically, as well as a city. The Bishamatan, they're not cannons, they're pagodas. I'll correct all of you. How dare you forget? You should have just read the event. Well, this isn't Lost Belt. This is not Lost Belt Tenochi. This is Chaldea's Tenochi, which there are different. They are different. Slightly, but they are different. And this is still Chaldea's Kenshin. We see her fucking digivolve in real time. Can she deal with the city? No. I need to stop deliberating on this shit. Kenshin, Bob, Fairy, Child? Could Pope kill a child? If I know my Catholics, yes. Arc. Avalon bullshit too strong. Ruins are too strong. Bazit too strong. Curses galore.
can hope kill a child. Someone clip that.
I lean Taisui, but I think that maybe Eris could deal with it. I think Eris wins. Io. Is Io also resistant to curses? Maybe not resistant, no. Io actually is probably weak to curses because of all the shit that she went through in that one event. Taisui. He has the fates, she controls fate. Io. That child is being murdered. Nerd. You. Could Zhu Fu beat 9 Tattoo Eliza? Zhu Fu does have Taoist magic. Ellie Chan has tactical lizards. Yeah, 2 coughing babies. I'm gonna say Zhu Fu. Van Gogh. Comma or mix? Eileen mix. No, but that's a beast. Yeah. Oberon or comma? Oh, fucking. I somehow am home and want to go home. I love the servant verse. Hee hee ha ha. Love versus hate. A god can't beat a literal abyss. Well, I would normally agree with you. The thing with comma in particular is that comma is universal, not world. That is the issue. Is comma is universe scale, not world scale. I need to do a small break just to buy some whiskey. I actually have whiskey, but it's a present for somebody, and I'm about to be like, that Maker's Mark has my name on it. You don't think Kama could escape? Tie. Kage Kyo versus Koyan to Koyan. Ranmaru versus... Is Ranmaru Genji? Would she count as Genji?
Oberon gets Kama into the void just to realize the void is inside the Kama.
Right. She is not Genji. She might be, so it's worth looking up, but yeah. Ranmaru. I think Kage Kyo can kill Malay. Curse fight. Holy shit. I believe the Oda clan were technically Tyra. I don't have any way to prove you wrong or right on that, so I'm just gonna believe you. I think in the curse off, she does have a god's that name I can't say out loud inside of her. The black go to the woods versus a Shiodoman. Yeah, she got that shub. You got Shub. Shubby. Yeah, monk pervert versus perverted monk. Crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna say Doman. I think that she beats Karen though. Karen beats you. Rongo Bongo is strong. I don't think it's able to pierce a galaxy. Abby... I don't know if Abby could survive Rongo Bongo. She would need to, like, use full Yogg Sothoth power to get around that. But,
Close enough. Welcome back, F/SN.
I was just reminded, by the way, with Tammy, we should be having the updated Tammy model soon, and the artist is gonna give us a preview model that we're gonna work with, and then afterwards have like an actual animated Tammy.
I will soon become red.
Lick emote where? It's in the commission works right now. It's gonna be live 2D animated for that, so it's gonna take a bit longer, but it's the same person who made the Habby emote, so or same team of people who made the Habby emote, so look forward to it. Why would she not use full Yogg Sothoth power to get around? The problem with that is that how fast she could get that out. I think Rongo Bongo's too strong.
Who wins the fight, the god inside the melee or the
Otto, before they can follow,
welcome.
welcome. Hope that you enjoy your stay. I think Abby could beat Demon King Nobu. I think...
I forgot.
I'm gonna miss this Tammy. She'll still be an emote for the time being. Fire versus fire. They both benefit from fire as well, which, you know, makes things crazy. Outer gods are divine. That is true. Did I say Abby wins this? I think Abby still wins this because Dreamlands is too fucked. I think Nobu wins this one. I think Ketz wins this one. I think How wins this one because it's a star. Because I don't think that King Protea can deal with an actual star. How is this still at 50%? I would love to know that too. Which is why we're kind of speeding through things. Giant fight. My money goes to Kiara. Himiko has no way to deal with you. I would... Okay, armpit fight. God, these two are very the more I'm thinking about it now, these two are both very similar. I think it goes Himiko.
Oiled up. Who's winning?
Weirdly, I don't think that her scales would do anything against Voyager. He's too pure. Look at him. Voyager could not spell the word fuck. But I don't think that he could beat... Well... Would Justice fight an innocent child? Justice is cruel, Jack. Ganesh... literally, she killed her in an event. I thought she killed Hoku. She killed them both at one point, yeah. I think Abby has the stronger one, but then but she's also... Yogg is superior, but then this is still also BB. I'm supposed to say Abby. I can't dally. God fucking damn it. I want to go home. Welcome back, CCC. Who wins this in CCC? Doesn't fucking Kiara win this in CCC? Yeah. Trash and Crush, I think... Well, it's still BB, though. Use Ty more? No! Yeah, BB. Blink twice if Dante uses NP on you. I mean, what? Trash and Crush. I think Okita's fast enough to get around it. I don't think Mothman is. I don't know if Mothman could deal with Hoku's bullshit. Mothman could deal with the robots. Shitonai could probably deal with the robots. I don't think Salieri could. Mash kills B because she's a better Kohai. Jacob's limbs? I think that Martha puts her into a chokehold and snaps her in half. The problem is that it's BB.
We've seen this fight.
I have seen this fight before. And you know who wins this fight? Is Martha. Yeah. Dante or BB?
Oh, and here is Martha coming in with the steel chair. The problem is that is BB. That's a regular expression today.
Yeah, well, there's 3 versions of this fucking bitch. That's what BB stands for, is bad bitch. I mean, fuck. I think it goes BB. I think this one goes Dante's. Where I am under the belief that Martha could catch Dante. I don't think Melt could. Yeah. Yep. How
How are you gonna scale BB versus BB Goatman?
Better question. How do I scale Jormal versus Jolter? Yeah, welcome back, Orleans. Well, technically, Joan of Arc won this one. Tie Shorely? Yeah, this one I am willing to tie. I think that they're on par with each other. Lobo, there's too much dog. There is too much dog and Invisible Man. He can be able to see the Invisible Man, but that is too much dog. He's designed to kill humans, but Holmes is Holmes. Can Angra kill Shiro? Angra is weak as shit, though, is the issue. That is the issue, is that Angra is weak as shit. Yeah, Angra. Alright.
No, Angry Mango is the weakest servant, so he can't win anyway.
I mean, it has to be Void Shiki, right? Yeah. Okay. I think this long list, we are 240 choices in and just barely over halfway. Universe versus the president of Earth. This is a beast fight. I think it goes to Olga. But I think that she can beat you. Aoko can beat you. You'll beat him. Fucking... Persona-ass choice right here. Which way? Do you choose good baby or evil baby? Which one are you having? Like, this is the most heaven or hell ass fucking choice we've ever had. I think that this leans on Metatron being an archangel. I don't know if Dantes has an answer to Typhon. Dantes could probably kill Hakuno. Fucking, I'm gonna kill myself. Technically, Hakuno wins this, so it's Hakuno. Kazura actually wins this. It's Kazura. Do BB versus... Does BB care about being in hell? BB would just, like, make another hell while she's in hell. Kazura won by sneak attack, go back. You know what? That's a fair... I'd say that's a fair... That's fair. Okay. CL versus Kazu. If Kazu eats CL, does CL stay alive in her stomach until she can cut her way out? I'm gonna say CL. Servant versus bullshit. Yep. I think Kazu wins that one. Heaven or hell for these two? I mean, I think they actually take this. Oh, fucking trauma. Lesbians versus twinks. We're talking about trauma? This man's entirely... His whole thing is trauma. Get fucked. Yeah. Summer Tenochi versus Dante. Dante has no trauma. He got rid of his trauma by depicting everyone who wronged him as a demon on his book. I think that's projection, not getting rid of your trauma. Mecha Woman versus Hell. I think that we're sending the Mecha Woman to hell. Abby here. Yogg's, I mean, it's... I'm not quite sure what the Abby's connection to Yogg Sothoth is like when she's in fucking Candyland over here. I'm not sure how tight that is. I err on the side of... I err on the side of this being the weaker of the Abbeys. I think in terms of strength, Summer Abby is probably the strongest, followed by normal Abby, and then this Abby. which I could be wrong on that, but I think that the other two are, you know. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give it to Abby here. Crane is gonna get jobbed. I think Zhu Fu beats Crane. Okay, fuck it. Arc fight. Archetype fight.
I'm the stronger arc.
Sure are, Arc Rogue. I think
I heard you ordered some ultimate ones.
Ort beats Earth. This is not Ort, is the thing. I think we need to remember that. This is not Ort, this is Cuckoo. Cuckoo has Ort inside of her. Cuckoo is not Ort. If it was Ort versus if it was actual Ort versus Archetype Earth, different scenario, right? Cuckoo beat Servant Foreigner Ort at the end with assistance, though. How many Ort Arc beat? Yeah, that's a good question. Cuckoo doesn't have access to Ort's power. I'm tying it. Fuck it. I'm not sitting here and doing this. We can't. We're at 58% and it's almost 10 o'clock. I think Wanjina actually surpasses Avalon bullshit. Does Draco surpass Avalon bullshit? Wanjina's from Servantverse, right? Kind of. Wanjina's been around for as long as the universe. She's just always kind of been there. Canonically, Draco is not someone Merlin could take alone. She had to get help. Right, but that was normal Merlin, right? No. In Arcade, it's Femme Merlin, isn't it? I think Draco's stronger. Femlin is the reason why she's like that. I know nothing about Femlin, but yeah. Pretty sure both Merlins are the same anyway. Not quite. They do have their differences. I'm gonna say, yeah. Can she get around? Canonically, female Merlin loses this. Does she? In Arcade, she needed help to win. Okay, and we're gonna get that here. Tiamat, I think. How does Tiamat fit into all this? Yeah, speaking of Arcade. Lady A, I think. But Tiamat's really fucking strong, but she has Avalon bullshit. She's a goddess, and she has cheating magic. Do you understand my plight here? Okay, I want to paint this picture. What are we at? How many hours in? like 3 hours in, 2.5, yeah, 2 hours 43 minutes in. What we're witnessing right now is children on the playground with their action figures talking about, this is Ultraman Big Guy. He has the ability that he can shoot lasers out of his eyes, and if you kill him, he comes back. Okay, well this is super awesome destitute girl. Super awesome destitute girl has the capability to come back to life even when she's killed. And then we just keep building off of that. So with that said, Goku is stronger than Superman, etc. Pretty much. Anyway, Tiamat. Melusine. I'm giving that to Merlin magic. Runes? Runes. 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 I think Melu can beat Baz because Melu would not use her strongest attack. I think that I think that Baz could probably pace better against Neidtor Chris Alter. And then when the ultimate attack gets thrown at her, she would reflect it. I lean here. Death God versus Death God. I lean to this Death God. That's a god that you have to fight. I don't know if you could deal with Talak. Kenshin would fucking splat you on the ground. I don't think you're beating this. You have a much better shot against this one. Nitro is using Anubis as a pet. Don't forget, you can gift your Nitro sub to other people for the whole month of forever. Taisui versus Naknara. I kind of lean more towards Taisui. I don't think she has anything that would prevent her from getting cursed. Io, though, I think has a less of a shot. Johanna versus Io. I lean more towards Io. Moriarty versus Johanna. Wait, we've seen this one before. Moriarty won this. I don't think that she has a way to win this. I don't think that she could beat Jufu in a one-on-one. She could beat the child. I like how so far the people who the Pope has killed has been exclusively children. Chloe wins this. Alright. Van Gogh versus a galaxy. This is hydrogen. This is hydrogen bomb versus hydrogen baby. Spare us the headache. I believe Van Gogh beats the galaxy. Volthoom ain't out bullshitting this. I don't think so. I think Servant versus Galaxy takes this. I do think that she could survive Rongo Bongo. Servant verse. Wait, I've seen this one before. Doesn't no, Oberon is anti-Merlin, not anti-Arthur. Merlin... Not Merlin, Jesus. Could Oberon avoid Rongo Bongo? No, he loses. He loses that. Can I... You guys know that meme where Mo throws what's his name, Barney out of the bar in The Simpsons, and then Barney just materializes behind him. I feel like the moment that he puts her into the void, she just appears behind him because she opened a different door to Dreamland. And then murders him. Because she could do that, theoretically. Okay, jobbed. That is a god of some repute, but I still think jobbed. Ranmara would lose on purpose. Yeah, literally the worst matchup for Oberon was that one. Cats versus Servant verse bullshit. Put that here. I lean towards Cats. I lean towards you. I lean towards Kiara. She has no way to deal with you. Himiko probably actually could lose to... Well, no, because Himiko has purification abilities. Like... Did my Morgan lose already? Morgan is not on this list. Yeah, Himiko. That's evil. I do think Ganesh could die. Could Ganesh get hyper cursed and die? Yes. Yes. Eileen here. Oh my god, baby fight? Literal baby fight? I'm just gonna say tie and move on. Alright, fucking kill me. Black Barrel would have to hit, is the thing. Black Barrel has to hit to kill her, is the thing. But she does... It is Paladin Mash. Mash is also not a Saber. Yes, if you're just joining, we're counting the strongest version of them that can be summoned in Chaldea. Mash is not a Saber Face, no. I do not think... Okay. I want to give it to MHXX because I do not think that she can tank... what is it? Fucking... Split the universe but lawful or whatever the fuck her thing is because it's an anti-universe Noble Phantasm. And much as I want to say that fucking... Mash's Lord Camelot is strong, I think that the thing that can cut through entire planets is gonna cut through that. Ethereal but lawful, yeah. Mash tanked ass back in part 1. Yeah, but this is something that cuts a planet in half. If Mash believes that she can tank it, I hate the Servant verse so much. Is it a conceptual defense? I'm late. You're late, and we're only 2/3 of the way through, and I've been streaming for 3 hours. Welcome. Fuck it, tie. Abby versus Martha. I think it goes to Abby. Even with Jacob's limbs, the old gods are stronger than archangels. For sure. For sure. So yeah, that goes here. Martha wouldn't harm a child? I think Martha would hesitate and then see what's happening and be like, alright. I've seen this one before. Yeah, Kiara. I think BB. Okita Alter. Yeah. Trash and Crush is too strong. Okay, I do think that she could deal with you. BB, Dante, Melt, Gorgon. Yep. Shi Huangdi. Is this female extras? No. Did you make extra classes already? I didn't make this. This is somebody else made this. And it's all of the. It's most of them. It's not all of them. It's most of them. It's all up until 9/11. It goes to the one that has the 3 gods in them. Robot. I think she could beat the robot. I think they could eat that. I don't think he has an answer to the robot. I do think that he could kill this. I don't think he could win. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the fight you've all been waiting for. The character who always wins versus the character who always wins. Which of Nasu's stupid-ass OCs is the more powerful one? Tie, Arc, tie. Rabbit of the versus the moon.
I win.
She has the conceptual advantage. Tie and move on. I'm just going to tie and move on. I'm gonna let the people in my comment section fight about that. I'm not getting into the whole nitty gritty of that. We do not actually have time. What is Shiki gonna do when she gets tied up by the chains? Easy, not get tied up by the chains. We've been streaming for 3 hours. The stream died at one point. That's why it says that. Does Shiki have Void Shiki powers? Yes. I don't know if the president wins. I genuinely don't know if the president wins this. Tie. Fuck it. Space Air Kegel. I'm just going to use that tie button way more. I lean towards Alco in this. I lean towards Phantasmoon in this. Can 666 beat True Magic? I think that Alco... I think Alco wins that. Phantasmoon... I lean here. Angels versus Devils. Close enough. Welcome back, Book of Revelations. Is Super Alco an actual thing in Fate or just an... No, well, she's not called Super Alco. She's called Red Alco. I go Metatron. Or not Metatron. I go Satan. Angels canonically win. Angels canonically win eventually. I'm thinking that in their current incarnated forms, the one that is... in their current incarnated forms, like the one that is Draco is superior to the one that is Metatron. Mom wins? I don't know if Mom wins. I actually lean more towards the Jamer on this one. I do think that Mother of All Monsters beats the Father of All Monsters. I think Avalon is too strong. Runes are too strong. Here's a much better fight. Typhon is not Chaco, right? That's a different artist, right? That is so dumb. My brother in Christ, this whole list has been nothing but dumb. I wish I could make rational... What the... I'm having a stroke. Rational. Good lord. Yeah, these are two fakes right now. We have fruit in hand. Straight up stroking it. My stroke count is crazy right now. I lean more towards Melo. I lean more in this one. I lean more towards you. I lean more towards Dante. I lean more towards Baz because Baz could deal better with the various servant bullshit he throws at her. Nidocris. I feel like he would have a solution to Talak. BB Dubai, I think, wins this. CL wins this. MHXX Alter wins this. I think Talak kills the child. Kenshin, I think, kills the child. You kill you. You guys kill them. Holy trauma, Batman, right here. CERN goes to hell? Sure. Mecha versus... Yeah. I think CERN can pull this off. I don't think that she can kill this. That's a child. That's also a child. The heaps of curses in this one, I think, go here. Naknara versus kind of old god. Less connected old god. I think it goes Nak. Io versus less connected old god. I actually go Io. Fates versus less connected old god. Fates. I think you win here. I think that you win here. You win here. Don't trust anyone, not even yourself. This one has a chainsaw. There we go here. This one. This one. Alright. I think this is the home stretch. I'm pretty sure this is the home stretch.
You see this pastry? It can contain so much curse in it.
Can MASH counter a galaxy? I think no. You see in 2.5 hours. Space Airish. Yeah. Can Van Gogh beat MASH? Yes. Mix MASH. This is not the one that kills foreigners. So Abby. Kiara. This is Paladin MASH still. Wrong Meniad. Abby. Yes.
Pain and suffering await you.
Hey yo, Duperdow, welcome back to the Goat Lads. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you here. Hope that you enjoy your stay. Oberon could put her in the void. I think that she kills Koyan. I think that she kills Koyan. 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 He kills Koyan. Koyan could probably deal with her. No. Koyan could deal with her because she has animal traits. Nobu, no. Hoku. Hoku has a god inside of her.
She does not like this.
Here. Ranmaru. Cats. Yeah, Outer God counts, weirdly enough. How versus Hoku. I think I'm gonna go How. Okay, I'm glad I did because I think Kiara wins this. I weirdly believe that Hoku could deal with King Protea. Mothman, not so much. Himiko could kill Mothman. I think Shi Huangdi dies here. Even though he's not evil. I think Kagekyo wins here. I think Shi Huangdi wins here. Doman wins here. Explain. I'm tired of explaining. We don't have time for this. Shitonai wins here. Which Crusader is better? Yeah, there is a lot of extra class servants. We are 391 deep. John is a crusader. She's French. French fight. French fight. Who's the least French? They're both pretty fucking French. I think that she wins here. I think John wins here. I think Lobo wins here. I think Ganesh wins here. Weirdly, I think that Voyager wins here. I think Hephaestion wins here. I think Divinity wins here. Alright, no, this is the true home stretch. Can Arc fight and win a galaxy? That depends. Yeah, right. Is Nasu writing the story? That's an excellent question. L plus ratio plus plus 1. This is very even. I'm okay to just say tie. I'm okay to just say tie because this shit's stupid. Wanjina wins this. Erish wins this. Alco, I believe... Does Alco beat Go? Does Alco beat Van Gogh? I think the Van Gogh, like, Noble Phantasm is kind of fucking insane, but she does have that fifth magic. Alco is still a living human, I believe, yes. I'll double check that, but I'm pretty sure. Yes, she is. I'm just gonna hit that tie button. Mash versus Phantasmoon. Mash. Abigail versus Phantasmoon. Abigail. Phantasmoon. Satan. Satan versus Mix. Maybe it goes to Mix. Rongo Bongo. I think Satan can take a Rongo Bongo. Metatron could tank a Rongo Bongo. Tiamat could tank a Rongo Bongo. Well, yep. She could outpace it. Here we go. Abby versus Abby. Oberon. Kiara. BB. Okita. Yep. 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 That's a god. That's a god, but that's a really strong god. That's an incredibly strong god. Typhoon Slander. Typhoon had a good run, but damn, shit's crazy.
We're almost free. Can you believe it?
Yeah, I'm gonna guess. Even though it's a god, I think that goes here. Hakuno. BB. CL. Yep. I think that she could take Tenochi. I think that her big-ass fucking skeleton man that hangs out behind her could throw hands with the fucking mech. What a fucking sentence I just said. Ranmaru. Wait, I've seen this one before. Kets could suplex the mech. That goes here. You're not beating a star. I don't know if you're beating Kiara. I don't know. Yeah, no, you can beat that. You're going to kill the child. Well, technically speaking, Kazu has the advantage here. Azumi no Isora dies. Himiko wins. That goes here. Trauma does not exist on her. Trauma, it's all trauma. Dante. Heaven or hell. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. That's a Genji. That is actually a Genji. I'm gonna double check this, but I'm like almost 100% sure Ushi Gozen is a Genji. Yep. Tyro and her op is not a Genji. Well, welcome to Tyro and the op is a Genji. That goes here. That goes here. That goes here, weirdly. Also goes here, weirdly. That goes here. Here, here, here. 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 Baby fight. Here. 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 It fucking double clicked. God damn it. Here. Here. I think the Pope wins that one. I think he wins this one. I think she wins this one. I think he wins this one. No, she wins this one. I think he beats her. Alright, we did it. We're done. We've completed it. Fucking 3 hours later. I apologize that we kind of speed ran that at the end, but I'm sure that you all understand. At least I would hope so. Let's take a look. So we have a 4-way tie for first between Space Ishtar, Archetype Earth, Kukulkan, and Jade Rabbit. And I do not believe that I am qualified to answer this in how this is, so you guys could all...
Everyone is tied for first. Now go fight in the comments about it.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Like, okay, it's... Okay, so let me rationalize this. I will argue this. Of the ones listed, Cuckoo can probably go to a tier lower. I would agree with putting Cuckoo to a tier lower. And having Space Ishtar, Jade Rabbit, and Archetype Earth is the top 3. I feel like those are the 3 biggest contenders. Cuckoo kind of got in here because we got into a discussion about the Ort thing. I would put her lower. Space Airish is below you, Olga Marie.
Ishtar, my girl, is on top pick.
And genuinely, she should be probably on the same tier as Space Ishtar. Alternatively, Olga should also be in the fucking top one, but I said that she tied with Wanjina.
If Angry Matthew isn't in last place,
I'm pretty sure he is.
This list isn't long accurate.
Yep. Cuckoo is as powerful as Arc, so I don't see it. I'm just gonna let other people argue about that. It's been over 20 years of this fight happening, so I'm not willing to throw in a new voice. Well, Wanjina has servant verse nonsense plus mystery. She's got a lot going on.
Forget this, everybody loses.
Yep.
Now everyone go play Musume, the hit gacha game of the year.
You're so right, Oomphy. Alright, so let's talk about this. How about Space Erish? I would personally actually move Space Erish up to where Space Ishtar is, because I believe that they are on the exact same tier. Is this a perfect list? No, this is an imperfect system on how we do this. But, you know. So at the bottom we have Angry Mango. Let me hide this really quick. Angry Mango, 9 Tattoo Dragon Liz, Amakusa Shiro, Chloe, Crane, Salieri,
My
Johanna,
useless husband,
Jufu,
Doman, stays useless.
Sherlock, Mecha Ellie, Divinity, Bunyan. Yeah, there's 95 extra class servants, fellas. 95.
Imagine if Evangelist was in this.
Right. And then from here we have the four-way tie plus Wanjina, Olga, Erish, Van Gogh, Alco,
Rice
Mash,
Shower is cute,
MHXX,
and I have Manhattan Cafe cutie.
Abby, Phantasmoon, Mysterious Idol, X Alter, Sodom's Beast, Metatron, Gene, Larva Tiamat, Lady Avalon, and everybody. I'm just going to do a small scroll for people while I do my outro.
This proves we are weak to aliens and vampires.
True.
Check 87 and 8.
Okay. Yeah, it's Jufu and Jufu. Tiamat can't even break top 10. How did that happen? Dude, the power level of this is insane. Alright, so here's my outro. Hey, fellas, thank you for hanging out. I apologize because this shit is, there's a lot going on. So we're gonna work with it. If you would like, please shoot some cash over to the Holiday Fox Fund, the Arctic Daily Wildlife Rescue. We are helping to donate to rehouse, rehome, and rehabilitate foxes who have been subjected to accidents or are victims of the fur trade or were kept as pets and then gotten rid of because people don't view animals as real. So, if you can, any little bit of that helps. That would be much appreciated. I mentioned this before, but I'll say it again. If this list has genuinely upset you in some way, shape, or form, if you've actually been offended by these choices in any way, my advice to you is to write down your complaint on a piece of paper with a note. And what you want to do with that is you want to moisten that note, roll it up into a little tube, and pop it up your ass where it belongs. Okay? And I promise you, that note will get to me some way. Alternatively, just leave a comment. Do I 100% agree with this? Not really. There's definitely things I would change, just an imperfect system for how we did this. But there's a lot of shit going on here. The real answer to all of this, and I think we can all agree, is that the strongest servant right now is Wanjina. And we can all accept that. We can all accept that it's Wanjina. Anyway, fellas, people have been asking me to put all of the top ones into a tournament to fight each other, which I genuinely I want to do, but it's kind of pointless to do because it's just going to be this again. It's just going to be this again. None of the other servants in the other classes are beating these guys. They're just not. The only one I can think of is maybe Void Shiki.
We did that last time, can we not?
Put them in the Hunger Games sim?
Wins.
You're so right. We're doing that.
Put them in the Hunger Games theme.
We're going to do that. We're going to do that, and that's going to be the true decider. Remind me, note that, write that down. We're going to do that later. Fellas, for now, though, it's late at night, and I need to go to bed. I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for hanging out. Peace out. Tomorrow, we're going to be doing we're going to do a Behind the Servants live as a part of a reward for the Fox donations. We're going to be doing the Birds of Chaldea Behind the Servants live. So be there to hang out. For now, though, fellas, peace out, big love. A good night.
Happy holidays,
Happy holidays.
sir. Nanomate in-liners. Nanomate in-liners. Asuk. Nanomate in-liners. Hu Yanzhou. Nanomate in-liners. Wife. Nanomate in-liners. Barb.